Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. Today, a little bit of a quirky video. We're gonna see what the Banks cold air intake sounds like under the hood with a camera mounted right up here, which should correspond to the opening of the cold air intake. While we're driving, different speeds, takeoffs, things like that. And also, I've got a flashlight under here, so hopefully you'll be able to see footage of the intake while we're out cruising around. So I'm gonna go ahead, get the camera head mounted up there, turn the light on, jump in. We'll do it from startup, and I'll be narrating as we go because I know you'll want that. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start it up, take off, and let's listen to what it sounds like. Here's the startup. Let's give it a couple touches of the accelerator while I'm just sitting in the driveway. It's going to be very interesting to play this back. All right, now let's just get out for a drive, I guess. Hopefully my camera doesn't fall off. You can see where it is. It's right above, and it's not the greatest picture, I realize. But we're doing this for sound, really, not for picture. I just thought it'd be interesting to have picture too. But okay, we're taking off. I'm going to turn onto the street here. I'll be quiet for a minute. Not sure how much sound you're going to get out of this. We're driving relatively slow through a subdivision, but we're going to get out onto a 55-mile-an-hour road where I can kind of feather the pedal a little bit and get a little bit more sound. So let's get out on the real road, I guess, and we'll listen for that turbo word and what kind of sound we get and picture, I guess. On a street, 25-mile-an-hour speed limit or so I'm not going to get much, but we'll take off a little bit here, see what we get. I can hear that turbo whir in here. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I sure did. All right, let's get out. Man, it looks like it's going to rain. Maybe. We're making our way to the 55-mile-an-hour road where we'll cruise for just a little bit, see what it sounds like. Got to get off of these slow streets, I guess. Here's a takeoff. Interested to see how much engine noise interferes with what we're trying to hear under the hood, right? Also give you an idea of what it sounds like under the hood, just the engine, I suppose. Okay, this is a 30-mile-an-hour road. Let's get up to speed. Can't go too much. I have somebody in front of me, so I don't know what they're doing. Swerving around the road, it looks like. Anyway, I'm going to brake here for a second, then we'll get out on the road and see what it sounds like. Okay, here we go, up to 55 miles an hour. There's 55 miles an hour. So I'm going to just cruise a little bit, and I'm going to feather the pedal some and see what that sounds like. We've actually dropped to 53 now, full disclosure, but I want to go back up and down and see. So I'm going to be quiet. Let's have a listen. cycles running slower, faster. I'm going to take a turn onto another road here in a second, and we'll run up to, I believe it's a 55-mile-an-hour road. I couldn't get too much faster here because we have our friendly police monitoring speed right here now beside me. You can probably see him. Maybe you can see him, I don't know. But I couldn't really go above the speed limit there, so it kind of sucks. Anyway, we're making the turn. I'll be quiet again. Feather of the pedal to let you hear the turbo. Catch it? I love that sound. It's awesome. And I will say, to increase that sound, you take that snorkel or air inlet off of the intake, you'll get more of that sound. So something to be aware of. Anyway, that's just a quirky kind of experiment, I don't know, test view of what the intake sounds like on the Toyota Tacoma, the Banks cold air intake, of course. I love it. I think it's awesome. By the way, you can save 10% at banks.com, bankspower.com. If you're interested in picking one up, there'll be a link down below as well. But leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the little video here. I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.